Hello everyone, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Hello Aries. I am so excited to be back giving you guys these readings. If you don't know my channel or know me, I am in Philadelphia, and unless you've been on a mountain somewhere, you know big things have been happening all over the country, but certainly in Philadelphia, all kinds of things have been going on. So that's why I haven't been around for the last week, but I am here now, and I am super excited to get on with the readings. The mood has definitely changed, certainly. So let's get right into it. Aries, we're going to get started with your weekly love outlook. The love outlooks are going to be for the next 7 days, starting today, which is Tuesday, November 10th. And we're going to start off, as I always do, with your oracle cards, and then we'll get into your traditional reading. Be interesting to see what the trend will be for the relationship outlooks, because I do always have a trend on my channel. But let us see. Aries, start off with you. What's going on for Aries for November 10th to the 17th, the next 7 days? Show me. And then we'll get out your traditional cards, looking at you and your person in this connection. We have Spirit of Skulls, Spirit of the Shoreline, and Spirit of the Past. All right, Aries, Spirit of Skulls, really looking at melancholy, right? I would say a feeling of melancholy is the one I'd pick up the most. I'm already feeling. And then we have Spirit of the Shoreline. So calm, relaxing, finding a tranquil place in this connection. And Spirit of the Past. So for some of you, there may be a connection from the past in some way in this particular love outlook. Now, my love readings are an outlook that where I pull cards for you and a particular person. So it's a connection reading, right? This could be somebody coming back. This could be your current person. This could be somebody new. But it is an outlook into a connection you have with someone, and what that outlook is for the next 7 days. So Aries, show me what's going on for November 10th to the 17th for my lovely Aries. All right, we have your person coming in this week with the World, and you're coming in with Temperance. All right, let me move this all up a little bit. We got some more space here. There we go. All right, you can see all of that. They see you as a 10 of Cups, and you see them as an 8 of Swords. All right. There is your Spirit of Skulls connection. What they desire is Moon, and what you desire is High Priestess. And what needs to happen in this connection, we have 7 of Cups and a 4 of Cups. All right, let me get this. There we go. All right, guys. So bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Swords, right? So regret, worries about the past, worries about decisions you may have made. Certainly, anxiety. 9 of Swords is definitely the card in tarot for anxiety. So that's interesting. Definitely aligns with the oracle card. So let's get right into it, Aries, you and your person. Well, you start off this week, your person is coming in with World energy in your Temperance. So they're really like kind of dancing on air right now, right? They are sort of feeling really much like they are in their element. The World card is very much a feeling of having found your place in the world, right? So things working out for you, feeling like destiny is aligning, feeling like everything is kind of falling into place. All of the elements in your life are working in a sort of constructive way to sort of carry you along. It's a very, very beautiful feeling, and it's oftentimes a very in the moment kind of feeling. So this is how your person is coming into the week. You are coming in with Temperance. Temperance is the tarot card for Sagittarius, Aries, so that's your sister sign. But Temperance, more than anything, is the ability to maintain yourself, to maintain your center and your focus and your strength, regardless of what's going on around you. And so you're being very tempered this week. You're not necessarily, certainly with this connection, and I would say probably in your life this week in any case, right? This is how you and this person are coming into the week in and of yourselves. And so this is a tempered week for you. This is a week where you're really remaining focused on a lot of things. Now, how do you guys see each other? Your person is seeing you as 10 of Cups, so they are absolutely enamored and in love with you. All right, Aries. So this is someone, it's not going to be, it's going to be a little bit tricky though, because let me give it to you this way. You're seeing them as an 8 of Swords. They're seeing you as a 10 of Cups. So that's a really kind of like, you guys aren't necessarily on the same page, right? Because you're seeing them as being very manipulative. 8 of Swords is very manipulative energy. It's toxic. It can turn quite toxic. It's someone who isn't really in touch with their emotions, really, right? You can see the trickle of water there. That's really indicative of how little they are in touch with their emotions, or how little their emotions really run, right? It kind of trickles in. You can see there. It's very symbolic. 8 of Swords is someone who is, they are unable to move, unable to really express themselves. They are really caught up in a lot of toxic energy, in as much as they're unwilling to take responsibility for their actions. They feel oftentimes 8 of Swords individuals are the type of people who feel very defensive. This is someone who gets very defensive, who's very difficult to talk to, right? And so they tend to blame the rest of the world for their own behavior. Right? They try to, this is the quintessential person who will tell you, well, if you didn't treat me like this or act this way, I wouldn't have to act this way, right? This is very, very manipulative. It's very gaslighting energy. It's a lot of gaslighting energy. And so this is how you're seeing them, yet and still they're seeing you as a 10 of Cups. They're seeing you as the end all and be all of their world. Looking ahead, 7 of Cups here is also something that needs to happen for them. And 7 of Cups is really the card for delusion in a lot of ways. That we have the Moon. But in any case, there is a split in energy here for you and your person. And you remaining really, really focused is quite interesting. Could be that this is someone from your past, Aries, right? Coming back to rekindle something that for you is not necessarily there, right? Because we have past energy, we have melancholy, right? And then we have this tranquility in the middle. So this energy is riding strong for me on this reading. Let me get my incense going a little bit. Sometimes you got to get these back flows going a little bit better. Now, what do you guys both desire? It's interesting, Moon energy and you, High Priestess. So here we have a little bit of similar energy though. And this is curious. They desire the Moon. So I'm going to say honestly, I think that they are really very much coming with this attitude that they're being tested, perhaps, right, in some way. They're being tested in some way. They feel like this is a real challenge, and I want to say that almost feels to me like, it almost feels to me like they are looking at being with you as a sort of a hurdle, right, in their lives, or a challenge, or something to make good on, right? We have this 9 of Swords here, so there's a feeling of regret, I want to say, coming off of them. And yet the Moon is what they desire. Now, Moon is a period where we are being tested. We are kind of like not given all the information. Not everything is clear. It can be quite frightening, it can be quite off-putting, but a lot of times, more than anything, Moon energy is a real kind of like a period where you're kind of, you're relying a lot on your strength, your inner strength. Remember, this is 18. The first 8 in the tarot is the Strength card. So Moon energy is when you're put in a situation where you're really being called, you're really being sort of forced to call on your strength, right? Because you don't have all the answers. You kind of have to go through this testing phase, right? But I almost feel like in this reading, Aries, that is the predominant feeling here with this person. So it isn't so much that, I love my Aries and I miss my Aries and I want to get back with them. It's more like, Aries is a great catch, and I messed up, and that says something about who I am, and they're looking at it much more as an objection, right? As objectified, as something to win or gain, right? Something to sort of somehow that then reflects how good they are, or that they have come out on top. It's a very odd feeling I have here, and it feels very toxic. And I think you're reading it here with this 8 of Swords, right, Aries? You're feeling it also because it's like not connecting. You, however, are coming into desiring High Priestess. Now, this also speaks to me, Aries, that you are indeed feeling a deep sense of intuition here. The High Priestess is the card for high levels of intuition, but also it is the highest card in the deck for self-confidence. Because in order to increase your intuitive ability, you have to have self-confidence. The two of them kind of they feed off of each other, right? So when you listen to your intuition, right, and then you get that reaffirmation back that your intuition was right, it's a boost to your self-confidence. When your self-confidence is boosted and you trust yourself and you feel confident in your abilities, you trust your intuition more. And so the two of them feed together, which is why High Priestess is the card for, it's really the highest card for both feelings. And to me, it's like, yeah, you already know in your heart of hearts, Aries, what is going on here, but this week you're really wanting affirmation of it, right? You want to, you know you're right, you know something is not connecting here the way it should. They're acting like a 10 of Cups, but you're seeing the 8 of Swords there, right? They may be saying this, but you're seeing that and feeling that. And the affirmation, reaffirmation of that is really what you're desiring, because you're not necessarily feeling that this person has either changed or is really sincere. I'm going to say honestly, I believe that this might indeed, for some of you, this could be someone new. But I think for a lot of you, this is going to be an old flame that has come back, right? And you already know what they want, Aries, that's you. You know, but you're desiring confirmation. You may be doing some fact checking this week on what they've come back with you. You may even do a little bit of investigation this week. I wouldn't put it past the Aries, because the Aries, you guys would definitely do that. Just check out their story, check out what they're saying. Certainly if it's somebody who's coming back to you, where they've been, what they've been doing, like something about this is not lining up. The affirmation will come. What needs to happen? Well, here we go. In a nutshell, for you, 4 of Cups. So 4 of Cups is saying no, right? Saying, look, show and prove. 4 of Cups is not a flat out no forever, but it is saying, look, right now, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying your cup of love. I'm not buying your story. You know, you got to show me more. You got to show me more than just handing me a cup. If you think about it, like somebody just, imagine this, it's just a cup of love comes out of a cloud. That is so symbolic, right, of someone who is offering you really nothing, right? Really nothing. They're presenting something to you. They're saying, yes, here's my cup of love. But what's behind it? Where's the substance behind it? Where's the proof? Where is the, you know, the show and proof? That's what we tell people, show and prove, right? Prove to me, show me some proof of like what you have to offer with this cup of love. What should I expect? What kind of behavior? What kind of treatment? What kind of level of responsibility? Who are you? You know, what do you desire in life? All of these things. What comes with this cup of love? And until I know what comes with it, I'm saying no, because guess what? This cup looks like all the other cups I've been through. See the 3 cups there. I've been through this before, and you know, I've done that, been there, and I'm done with it, right? And I think, you know, 4 of Cups can really be interpreted a lot of ways. 4 being the number for stability in tarot, guys, right? So in a lot of times, it can be that you need the help to maintain your stability, but a lot of times it can also be with 4 of Cups that you have already achieved a certain amount of stability, and this new cup coming in is going to destabilize you. And so you're like, I'm not ready to take it. 7 of Cups for your person. They need to wake up and realize that they are deluded. 7 of Cups is the mirage card. It's the genie in the lamp card. It's when we have, you know, unrealistic expectations. It's the daydreamer card, right? 7 is the number for dreams, aspirations in the tarot. So 7 of Cups is like our dream of the perfect relationship, or our dream of what we desire, you know. But it's unrealistic, and oftentimes the reason why they're unrealistic is because you have not necessarily made the steps to, sorry about that, ting on my phone. You have not necessarily made the steps to achieve them. This is oftentimes, 7 of Cups is oftentimes somebody who really sits in their head rather than putting the hard work in. It isn't even so much that these goals or expectations are so fundamentally unrealistic. They are unrealistic for that individual because that individual doesn't have what it takes to realize them, if you know what I mean, right? They don't have what it takes to do the bit by bit work that it requires. You know, sometimes that perfect, wonderful relationship requires a lot of work. It requires work on your part. It requires work on the other person's part. It requires Sometimes physical work, you know, moving, putting the extra work in so you have the money to do the things you want to do, or the comfort to do the things you want to do. Sometimes the emotional work, right, to deal with whatever hang-ups you have so that you can have a healthy relationship. There's a lot of different levels of work and intention and effort that need to be put into a relationship for it to work, and Seven of Cups individuals oftentimes fall short of that. So let me just do my clarifying cards and wrap this up. I don't want it to be too long. Interesting reading, Aries. Some of you, definitely, this is a reading for some of you who are dealing with an ex, I want to say, this week, who's coming back with some stuff, and they're really not coming very strong, you know. They're coming with some weak game. And it's a wake-up call this week, because I don't think you're going to necessarily take it, right? Some of you, Aries, have come to a very tranquil and relaxing spot in your life as far as love is concerned, and you're just not willing to indulge this individual who more than anything, you see as a source of trouble. Eight of Swords is definitely trouble, right? If that's how you're seeing them. We have 10 of Wands, Lovers, and 5 of Cups. So definitely a past disappointment, right? This is definitely a past relationship or a past disappointment that has been waged here. This person may have hurt you in the past, and now they're trying to come back, and it's like too little too late. It may be that they're just not coming back and with the right sort of vigor and, you know, intensity, or the right, I want to say, apologies or what have you. 5 of Cups is absolutely, you know, past. It's absolutely like being caught in the past, right? Caught up in a past slight or hurt, emotional pain or trauma from a lover. And really being stuck there in a lot of ways, right? That needs to be resolved. 5 being the number for conflict, right? Power struggle. This is an internal power struggle. Do I forget about this pain and move forward, or do I hang on to it? Then we have the Lovers here. Let me see if I can get that a little bit more focused. Then we have the Lovers. So this is a strong connection. It was a strong relationship, I want to say. But 10 of Wands is an unburdening, right? 10 of Wands is an oppression and an unburdening. I want to say that this is, I don't want you to take this too lightly, Aries. This could even be a relationship where you have had children with this person. You may have been carrying a lot of burden with this person over the years. It may have been a really, really hard struggle. You are laying down a lot of that emotional burden that is connected with this person this week. I want to say this is a real catharsis for some of you, and it's a real kind of letting go, you know. 5 of Cups, Lovers, it's all there. 5 of Cups, letting go, and very much like finally putting your foot down with that 4 of Cups, because most important is what needs to happen for you, and 4 of Cups is what needs to happen for you, Aries. And for you, it's really having that strength, that stability and that strength with that 4 of Cups to say no to that person, right? Regardless of that inner power struggle, you may have even pined away for them for quite some time, but the timing has made it in such a way that they are coming back to you at just the right time where you are strong enough to say no. And finally, 10 of Wands, the laying down of the burden of carrying this burden. And when I say laying down of the burden, it can just be the burden of still being attached to them, right? Knowing that you don't want to be, having still been attached to them for quite some time, and that's sort of even weighing on you. With that 5 of Cups, explaining that, but then the 4 of Cups totally releases you. I'm very proud of you, Aries. If this is you, I'm extremely proud of you, because this is a letting go of something, you know, that you've held on to for quite some time, you've carried for quite some time, and it is actually indeed for you, Aries, I'm going to say a very empowering week, and I always love to hear that, being your sister sign is Sagittarius myself. All right, guys, from Philadelphia, so excited to be back, so excited. You can hear people outside as usual. We're back to normal. Can never have a totally quiet reading in Philly, but I'm so excited to be back to bring you these readings, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And that's it for right now. I'm going to say have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.